Okay, we're supposed to find the perimeter and area for each figure. So for the perimeter, find out how long it is to walk all the way around. Each side has a length of 8 inches, so 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8. And that's going to be perimeter equals 32 inches. Alright, for the area, now I have to figure out how many squares would fit inside. So I can see that 8 squares would fit in this direction, 8 squares would fit in this direction. If I drew them in, be something like that, and then a column of squares over here. And then if I kept filling in the whole entire square, I would see that 64 of them could fit in. And you can just get that by multiplying 8 times 8. So 64 square inches would fit inside this larger square. The next problem, to find the perimeter, walk 7 feet plus 14 feet plus 7 feet plus 14 feet for a total of, let me see, 7 plus 14 plus 7 plus 14. This right here is 21, which means that this is also 21. And so 21 plus 21 is 42. So the perimeter equals 42 feet. Now for area, I'll multiply the length of the base multiplied by the height, because that will tell me how many squares will fit inside this rectangle. So 14 times 7. 4 times 7 is 28. Carry the 2. 7 times 1 is 7. Plus 2 more, 98. So I'm going to get 98 square feet. And sometimes people abbreviate square with SQ. So square feet for that one. Next problem, perimeter 10 plus 17 plus 10 plus 17. So 10 plus 17 plus 10 plus 17. 10 plus 17 is 27. This 10 plus 17 is also 27. And 27 times 2 equals 54. So 54 meters for the perimeter. Area is equal to 17 times 10. Multiplying by 10 is easy. You just add a 0 on, so 170 square meters. Alright, so for the perimeter for the triangle, 16 plus 34 plus 30, and altogether that's 80 inches. For the area, I'm going to imagine a full rectangle like this, and notice that the triangle is going to be half of that. So the area is going to be what the area for the triangle would be, so 16 times 30. But then after that, it's only half of that, so I'm going to divide that by 2. So that's going to be 480 divided by 2, which means that it's going to be 240 square inches. Alright, for the next one, perimeter is 20 plus 20 plus 24. Notice how I'm not adding the 16 because the perimeter is how far it is to walk around the edge of the shape, not any of the lengths inside. So the perimeter is going to be 64 yards. For the area, I'm going to have to imagine a rectangle around this triangle right here. And I can see that the length of the base of the rectangle is 24. But the height, the way that you can find out the height is you can look right in the middle of the triangle. It looks like the triangle is 16 yards tall. So to find the area for the triangle, I'm going to first find the area of the rectangle by doing 16 times 24. And then since the triangle only takes up half that much, I'm going to divide by 2. And that's going to equal, let me see, let's see, 24 times 16. So 4 times 6 is 24, carry the 2, 6 times 2 is 12, plus 2 is 100, so 14, so 144. Now the tens column, get a 4 and a 2, running out of space. That's going to equal 384. So 384, and then when I divide that by 2, I'm going to get 192, and that's going to be square yards. Alright, and then number 6, the perimeter is going to be 39 plus 20 plus 48. So the perimeter is going to be, let's see, 39 plus 48 plus 20. So that's going to be 17, carry the 1, and 10. So 107 centimeters for the perimeter. And then the area is going to be, so let's imagine the rectangle around this triangle right here, and the length of the base of the rectangle is 48, and then the height of the rectangle is 15. We can see that because the height of the triangle is 15. So the area of the triangle is going to be the same as the rectangle, 48 times 15, except only half of that. So divided by 2. And then I'm going to get, let's see, I'm running out of space, so I'll just do the work over here on a piece of paper. .360 square centimeters. Alright, for this last part, we're finding the area for each shape. So I see that this shape has, this rectangle has a height of 3 and a length of 5. So 3 times 5 is 15. And I can also see that if I just counted all the squares inside, that I also would have gotten 15 for that right there. So 15 square, so I'm going to have square units for this, since I don't know how big those squares are, if they're square inches or square feet or square meters or anything like that. Alright, for the next one, I'm going to take a look at it and see, okay, this triangle right here would fit exactly inside that rectangle, and the length of the rectangle on the bottom is 7, and then the height of the rectangle is 4. So inside the rectangle you could fit 4 times 7, so you could fit 28 squares inside the rectangle, and that means the area of the triangle is going to be half of that. So the area of the triangle is going to be 28 divided by 2, which is 14. And I'll write square units again because I don't know what kind of units. On to the next one, draw a rectangle. This triangle is going sideways, so I'll draw the rectangle like this. I can see that the length of the bottom of the rectangle is 5, and the length of the other side of the rectangle is 6. So that means that inside the rectangle you could fit 6 times 5 equals 30. But the area for the triangle is going to be half that many, so only 30 over 2. So that means only 15 squares could fit inside the triangle.